everyone, this is Fluffy with another video for Gypsy for Dummies. If you're watching this video, you just got your Gypsy and you've just opened the box and now you have no idea what to do. That's okay, that's what we're here for. So I want you to grab your Gypsy and everything that it came with, and I'll explain some of the wires to you. First off, let me congratulate you for getting this little tool. It is one of the best things I've ever bought in my scrapbooking world. I can't scrap without it anymore. But when you get this, it's going to come with a lot of other things. When you got this, you probably, you saw the ad, you saw the pictures in magazines, you've seen the videos, and this is awful cute. But what also came in there were all of these. And these aren't so cute. But don't worry about it. These are pretty easy to figure out, and we'll go through them together, and trust me, you'll understand each one of these by the time we're done. Let me start out by saying that if you graduated from preschool, you'll be able to do this. Because in preschool, you learned you had this block that had all these holes that were the shape of a triangle and a square and a circle, and you had to take the wooden blocks and put them in, and you can only put the triangle in the triangle block hole, and you can only put the circle in the circle hole, and you can only put the square in the square hole. So if you can do that, you can do this. So let's get started. Let's first talk about the different holes that are on the Gypsy. I'm holding it as though I am using it as a right-handed user. I am right-handed. At the top left-hand side, if you're holding it in front of you, you're going to see the place where you put the power cord. It's a little small circle. If you look to the right at the top, you're going to see a little rectangle, or it has a different name, but again, I'm just graduating preschool. I don't remember the geometry name. I don't know what it is, but it's a certain shape here at the top to plug in so that you can hook it to your Cricut, or you can hook it up to your computer. And then at the bottom is where, on the bottom left-hand side below the power area, is where you're going to hook it up to actually link your cartridges. Okay, so let's grab our first wire. And the first wire I want you to grab is this one right here. It's a little short one. It has two square rectangle ends to it, and this is what we use to link our cartridges. If you go to the bottom of your Gypsy and you put this in here, you just press it in, okay? If you try to put it in upside down, it won't go in, so don't try to force it. If it doesn't go in that way, because it won't fit, just turn it around and put it in, and just make sure that it goes flush with the machine, or else it won't read your cartridge correctly. I did that the first time. I thought I was doing something wrong, or it was broken. In fact, I was doing something wrong. And then the other end here is where you're going to plug in your cartridge. If you have an Expression already or a Baby Bug and you've plugged a cartridge into one of those items, you know how to plug into here. You just plug it into the little teeth here. All right, so that's your first cord. It's a little short cord to sync or to link all your cartridges. All right, the next cord, can you guess what this one is? This is your power cord. Your power cord comes with one end that will go into the wall socket. Again, just plug it in. The other end will go on the top of your machine. Again, if you're holding it like a right-hander, it'll be the top left-hand side. You just plug it in. Now, it may not go flush. You may have like 1/8 of an inch or a little bit smaller where you can see a little bit of the silver tip. That's okay. And then just plug the other end into your wall, and you're good to go. It's going to power up for you. All right. Our next cord that I want you to grab has a little bitty, I want to call it triangle. It looks almost like a rectangle that's been squashed at the top, and then a little bitty square little house end. Okay. Let's see if I can get these close enough for you. Okay. This is what you use to hook up to your Cricut. Now, it's going to hook up at the top right-hand side. If you're looking at your Gypsy in front of you, it's going to go on the right-hand side and match up the end that matches up with this. Match up the shape so that it goes in correctly. And it should be flush. And this end goes in at the back of your Cricut. Now, if you've never used Design Studio or updated your Cricut via the computer, you probably had no idea that this is back there. But let me show you on my Baby Bug. Back here you have a place for your power cord, which if you have a Cricut, you already know how to do that. And next to that is another slot here, and that is where you're going to plug in the other end of this cord. Again, look at the shape and plug it in, and there you go. All right, like I said, if you had Design Studio or if you updated your Cricut before, you already know about this, but that's where this goes, okay? When you're going to use your Gypsy with your Cricut, this is how you hook it up. All right, now let's go over the last cord. The last cord looks very similar to this one, except for at the one end of it is the one that we just talked about, the little rectangle that looks squashed at the top. And the other end is your USB port. If you have an iPod, you're familiar with the USB port because it's what hooks up to your computer when you sync your iPod. Same thing here. When you sync your Gypsy to your computer, this is the cord that you use. Again, plug it in at the top, just like before. And then plug this into your computer. And this will allow you to update your Gypsy. If any more updates come out, there should be more updates. So when updates come out, you can update it. Or if you want to back up your Gypsy and put all your files on your computer in case something happens to your Gypsy. Or if you download a Gypsy file or Design Studio file that you've converted to a Gypsy file from the internet and you downloaded it to your computer, you bring it over to your Gypsy using this cord. I have another video that goes over that, but I just wanted to go over the cords for you. So it's pretty easy. I know it looks intimidating when you first get them because they're all black, and at first glance they all look the same, but they really are different. The one with the USB port at the end of it, the little flat rectangle, and the little bitty small rectangle, this is for your computer. The one that looks like a power cord for any other electronic item that you have or that your child has is the same thing. It's a power cord. This cord here, this little short cord here, this is what you use to link your cartridges. And then this cord here that has this little square end at the back, and then the little bitty rectangle is the one you hook to your baby bug. I hope that explained it for you. If it didn't, just go ahead, hit play again, have your machine in front of you, have your cords in front of you, hit pause, and just watch it again. If you have any more questions though, if I didn't clarify it enough for you, just leave a message on my blog and then I'll put the blog right down here. But if you'll leave a message for me, I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, thanks for watching.